Hey, good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. I am coming to you live with the coach tip of the day, and I want to talk to everybody today about meal planning. So I know we do have a lot of very experienced meal planners in our group, but this is just a refresher for those of you who have maybe gotten out of the habit, and also for anybody that's new, if you just need a place to start or a little bit of guidance, this video is for you. And so I have 5 tips and then a bonus tip to give you for meal planning. And I'm also going to share with you what I do for my meal plans each week. So the first tip is to check your calendar. So before I make my meal plan every week, I look at the calendar to see what events we have going on that week. So do we have something that's going to interfere with dinner or preparation of a dinner? Or when does my husband have to work late? Things of that nature, because that's going to influence what I make for dinner. So if my husband is not going to be home, I'm going to keep dinner a little bit simpler because it's just easier with it, just me and the kids. And I do have a little bit more distractions, so I'm going to keep it simple. We are going to probably have something along the line of sandwiches and fruits and veggies for dinner, as opposed to, me baking something in the oven. So that's just an example. And my husband does work 2 to 3 nights during the week, so we definitely plan for that into our schedule. Okay, so that's tip number 1, is to take a look at your calendar first. Tip number 2 is to keep it simple. I post my meal plan for the week in our groups, and we encourage you to do that too. It's part of our mini challenge, and you'll see that I have a lot of the same recipes, a lot of the same snacks, a lot of the same meals. Keep it simple. That is tip number 2. I really don't change it up a lot. I will try to incorporate maybe 1 to 2 new recipes per week, and that's it, because I find that if I keep it simple, then I am more likely to stick to my plan. If I try to go elaborate and make a big dish or dinner, I kind of exhaust myself and my resources, and then I'm like, okay, well, I guess we're having leftovers, or I guess we're going out, or da-da-da-da-da. I tend to make excuses, so I like to keep it simple. So that's tip number 2. Tip number 3 is to have a theme night, do Taco Tuesday, or always do the same recipe on Monday, Soup Saturday, things of that nature. It's definitely something to look forward to, and you can change it up too. I mean, Taco Tuesday, you could do so many different things. You could do salads, you could do healthy nachos, you could do enchiladas, you could do burritos. There's so many different things that you could do. And then also, of course, with soups, so easy to make a different soup each week, or pull out a couple of favorites and do them every other week, things of that nature. And they usually make a lot, so you can do leftovers. And that actually goes into my tip number 4, which is allow room for leftovers. So usually what I'll do is 1 night or 2 nights a week, I'll make a larger meal, and then the next night or the next day for lunch, we'll have leftovers. So that way you're not wasting food, and you're saving money as well. We all have budgets that we like to stick to for our meal planning, and this will help you to do that. So make sure you plan for leftovers. And I don't know about you, but I hate wasting food. And so this is a big one for me. So that's tip number 4. And tip number 5 is plan in your cheat meals. So I don't like to encourage my challengers or anyone to try to be perfect and eat clean all the time, because it's totally impossible. I like to say, hey, let's have a balance. So usually 1 to 2 nights per week, well, not nights, but maybe, during the day we'll go out and get a little snack or a dessert on the weekends or something like that. But yeah, usually 1 night per week we'll go out and we'll have pizza or something like that. And so I like to plan that in my schedule. So that way I'm being more realistic. I mean, let's be honest, we probably go out one time per week for dinner. And so you don't want to plan all of your meals like you're never going to go out to eat, because is that real life? Just something to think about. And then my bonus tip is, don't forget when you're planning your meals to incorporate breakfast, lunch, and snacks. So I do a lot of leftovers for lunch. For breakfast, I usually have my shake. For snacks, I usually have nuts or fruit or raw veggies like carrots, snap peas, things of that nature. And I don't really revert from that much, which kind of goes back to tip number 2 of keeping it simple. But it's good to plan those things. So, you know, what I do is I plan out our meals, like our dinner meals for the week. And then I also will write in, okay, this is what I'm going to have for breakfast, snacks, and lunch. So that way I can then take a look at our meal plan and make our grocery list from there. And that's going to help you with your budget too, sticking to a list when you go to the grocery store. So you're not showing up and saying, oh my goodness, let me plan my meals right now. So anyway, I hope this video is helpful to you. And if you have any questions or anything that you'd like to add, please comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Have a great Monday and have a great week. Let's kick this challenge off right. Take care.